Never thought of falling in love again. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond, 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 beyond. It's been a while now since love's been in this place. You see, many have tried, but no one could take your place, girl. Why you so beautiful? I see the future in your face, baby. Never in a million years I thought that you'd be mine, girl. That you'd be mine, girl. Never thought I would fall. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. But my heart's been stolen. That's forever. We will go. Ooh, baby. We will go, baby. We keep going and growing, girl. The best thing is knowing, girl. Cause when we KISSING, all I can say is OMG. My love in my life, you make all things right, baby. I trust you, girl, with my life. I don't want nobody but you. I'ma put my ring on you. Never thought I'd no, never. Ooh, baby. Again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond. We will go so far. Beyond, beyond. I hope it lasts forever, girl. Hey, 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 hey. We will go, baby. We will go, baby. Ooh, we will go, baby. We will go so far, baby. I hope it lasts forever, baby. Ooh,
You know, I think I'm gonna really, like, you know, give up this life. Just try to be a better guy, you know. But wait, man, they got a good girl, you know, and they really feel like go like treat you a certain way.
I understand.
So what's up with you? Girls, man, girls. Some things you gotta kind of resolve. I think I can just, you know, apologize and start fresh and clear the slate, and hopefully, you know, that will work out for me.
Well, if it makes you happy, give it a try. She deserves it, right?
Hey, give you a call and see how it works out, man.
Let me know how it goes.
For sure. Thanks, man.
No problem.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, baby, how you doing? Before you hang up, can you just listen for a while? I was stupid, I'll admit it. Should've never done anything to take away your smile. So I dropped my pride, all my cards are laid. I know I hurt you most definitely, and I'm trying to make it right. I wanna take away your pain. Said you need your space and you're trying to live, but I'm really hoping that you can forgive me. I'm wrong, I wrote this song, it's been too long, forgive me, baby. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong. Don't you leave, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong. So baby, can I come over and show you how sorry I am? I'll make you my lady tonight. Oh, if you want it, put your request in and I'll be on it. We'll make sweet love all through the night. Oh, I didn't know you would pick up the phone, and now I'm wondering if you were alone, girl. If so, just let me know. I wanna plan a rendezvous. Please forgive me, don't turn away. I wanna try again starting today, honey. I'll fight, I treat you right. See me tonight, I'll fix this, baby. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong, girl. Don't you leave, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong. Don't you leave, no, no. I was wrong, I apologize. Oh, believe me, I do, I apologize. I was wrong. I'm sorry, ooh, I'm sorry, I am. I'm sorry, I am. Baby, ooh, I'm sorry, ooh, I'm sorry, I am. I'm sorry, I am. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong, girl. Don't you leave, my apology. Oh, baby, please. Ooh, I was wrong, I apologize. This is my apology. I do, I apologize. I was wrong.
Hello?
Hey babe, what you doing?
Nothing.
Can you come over?
Yeah, not easy.
Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You're all amazing, I try to describe. You are woman, yes you are, yes you are. You are woman, yes you are, yes you are. You are woman, yes you are, yes you are. You are woman, yes you are, yes you are.
You have birthed the nations, a nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken, you have shown me light. You ignited all my passions and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother, giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. You are woman. And when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. And welcome to another edition of The Senate. I am your host, Neil Hoyt. He is your host, Derek Marshall. And together, we are bringing you The Senate podcast. No, Derek, was a good word,
Yes,
neighbor.
sir.
What's the story? What's the...
Early.
Wait. You hold on a minute. You hold on. You gotta play that one again for me. You hold on. Don't wait. Wait. I can tell you how to play again because you come out ready to fight. Go ahead.
Yeah, come on, the guys blazing. The guys blazing
Right.
tonight. Yeah, man.
So why are you bumblecladded? You are busting the bumbleclad already.
Man, I am feeling good tonight. I am all right. I had a good workout today. I got a great workout yesterday and a great one today. Big up Twin Jim, big up Ryan Arthur. He's my trainer, and yeah, he put me through a rough one today, and I am feeling a little sore but energized, and I am ready for tonight's show. I was hoping to get a little scrimmage today, but
we had different plans.
Yeah, the weather had different plans for us, but yeah, man, I here ready to go. What about you? Talk to me.
But good, man. I had a good day. It was nice and quiet. I think it was good to. It's always good to recharge every now and then, but it was a good day. Good stuff. I here ready to get into it.
Sweet.
So, no, boys and girls, what are we speaking about tonight? No. Derek, you know what you gotta do.
Yeah, man. G-Syndicate forever, right? We had an awesome rehearsal last night up with choreography and everything. So I managed to get a little cardio last night as well at rehearsal. Showed up the guys, Kiyomal, Baden, Mark, Brett, and Antonio. Those are the guys that make it G-Syndicate. So, yeah, man, we here getting me ready to roll.
All right, sweet. All right, no. As usual, for those of you, thank you for joining us. I see Claire, Ryan still killing people at Twin Gym.
Apparently, Claire is in the house. Showed up, Claire, man. I see Claire got birthday today, so big up Claire.
Yeah, today's Claire's birthday. You spend it with us?
Oh. Yeah, man. She big up Mark Moore to his birthday. It was yesterday.
Yes, it was. Showed up Mark, man. Yeah, so
well, big up Mark for sure.
Yeah, so usually what we do is every Tuesday excuse me. Before every Tuesdays and Thursdays, Derek usually posts something on his social media to drum up conversation, and this time is no different. Derek, I'm going to hand it over to you. Excuse me. I am going to be in the background.
So you're hanging. See what people will say.
Man, look, something went wrong for you. So,
wow.
Yeah, so what you can do is I can give you your solo, and then you can let the people know what we are talking about tonight. I can be in the background, but I can still be here.
Cool. Well, tonight, folks, we are talking. It's all about, we got a couple days left in summer, and I figured it would be prudent for us to have a little chat about hot girl summer. I hear about it all the time. And I figured, let me, have a little bit of a discussion about it. Neil, I don't know if you got a video. We can do a little bit of a video review. I sent you a video. You could load that up for me, and we can have a look at that, and then we can pull out a few salient points, and we can have a little bit of a chat about it. Yeah. So if you got the video there, we can run that video, and we can all have a watch. We get everybody who is in the crank tonight.
Bella Gandhi, one of the nation's leading relationship experts, also my best friend, here to talk about the do's and don'ts when it comes to summer flings. Okay, so Belle, let's get right into it. Are you down with these summer flings and the idea of them?
So, first of all, I have not changed my Facebook status to single.
Yeah,
just,
I was going to say.
Okay, just for the record.
Mother and wife.
You're a
married
woman.
I hope not.
So, summer flings, do you know what the definition? First of all, I am for them if you know what it is, but do you know what a summer fling is?
No, can you define it?
Yes, it is, by dictionary definition, a short period of enjoyment or wild behavior. So you see the words short,
synonyms,
enjoyment, and wild. That is a summer fling.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So then I guess it gets kind of messy. So what's the biggest rule for a summer fling?
So know what you're looking for. Now that you know what a fling is, if you're like, no, I don't want anything short or anything wild, I'm actually looking for love, know the difference. So you might not be looking to fling, you might be looking for love. Know what you're looking for,
I gotta
everybody.
tell you, I got some friends and they are naive and they think that they're gonna have love after this, or they think they can change a man, or intentions change feelings and people get caught up in their emotions. I'm like, you're being stupid, stop.
Just stop.
Yeah.
So Bella, we get, obviously when you come in, we get a lot of traffic, meaning people want to ask you questions. When we get you in here, you're very coveted. So we had a few viewers send in some questions. Can we read you one of those here?
I would love it. Lay them on me.
Okay, Bella, should I get off dating apps if all I'm looking for is to just have fun for the summer?
No, stay on dating apps. Whether you're looking for that short burst of enjoyment or if you're looking for love, get on the dating apps. 1 in 3 marriages take place because of apps. Now, don't get afraid if you're looking for a fling. I know you're not looking to get married. It's the best way to meet people today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
come on, it's Bella. She loves the dating apps. We already know
Love,
that. It's been
heart.
established.
Oh, boy.
Co-sign that.
Okay, so the next question is from Christina. Christina asks, how do I know if the other person is only looking for a fling or possibly something more?
Well, if the other person is not looking to make plans with you on a regular basis, they're not talking about the future, they don't want to talk about it, they call you when they want, it's probably a fling.
So if it's on their terms.
If it's on their terms and it's unpredictably on their terms.
Can you ever switch things up and get it to be on your terms?
Sure, but you got to talk about it.
You
do?
have to talk. You can't just play games and get it on your side.
Yeah, no, because, well, listen, if you're flinging, you can do whatever you want. You fling that against the wall all day long. But no, the best thing to do is to talk about it.
Okay.
If you want to know, is this a fling or is this something real? People talk to each other. Don't text each other about it.
Yes.
What every guy loves to hear. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk. We need to talk.
Yeah, all right.
The
all right,
four
so
worst
Alex
words.
wants to know this one, Bella. Do you think it's okay to post photos of my summer fling on social media? This one comes from Krista in the River North.
I'm sure guys are like, well, if she's a super hot fling, I totally want to post photos of her. But I would say it's kind of a warning. Have a little self check-in. If you want to post photos with this person on social media, especially ladies, is it really a fling or do you kind of like him?
So, okay.
Well, that would probably scare the guy off, I would imagine. Like, if I'm like, well, we agreed, we signed a contract, it's a fling. What am I doing on your Instagram?
Unless if you're not friends on Facebook or Instagram. And
But isn't that even grimier? Because then you don't know that it's out there.
Yeah.
You need to talk about it again.
Yes.
Like, hey, would it be okay? Are you going to post this on Insta? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yay, great. Then it's fine.
Yeah.
But if not, yeah, no sneakiness.
Oh, man.
That's a good one.
Because somebody's
Krista,
going
never
to
know.
find it.
Yes.
You know that's going
True.
to happen.
True.
Okay, finally, the question is, what do I do if I start to catch feelings for the person?
the
That's the
inevitable.
big one. Ladies,
Inevitable.
you got to be honest with yourselves.
Ladies, let's be honest. Women don't fling well, right?
Yes.
So
I
if
agree.
you start making out with or sleeping with the same guy, you will catch feelings because you're going to have oxytocin. It's the attachment hormone. So guess what? You will catch those
Wait, what's
feelings.
that? What's it called?
Oxytocin.
I got to get that one. I got
The
to get that
big
in the
O
vernacular.
gives you the big O.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it. That's
So
it.
now we're in
Right.
there.
So you will catch feelings. And if you do, again, what's been the theme here? Talk about it. If
Oh,
you are
Lord.
getting feelings, you know what? And if this person isn't, it's better for you to get out sooner than later.
Summer
Better to
flings,
know.
do they end
Yes.
right at the end of summer? So September 1st, it's over.
Game over. If it's a fling.
How
If
do you
it's a
pick
fling.
someone out? Like, how do you wrap that fling up?
It could be August 27th if it's a fling. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so just have the chat. We're done. Bye.
Okay, so the key is communication.
Communication. The key, the cornerstone to all good relationships.
Absolutely.
Or flings.
Or
Amen.
fling.
Or flings.
And with those flings, remember, practice safe sex, everybody, because if you're going to be out there wilding, make sure you do it safely.
With the big O.
With the big O. Bella, you are the best. We always run out of time with you because you're too much fun. So make sure you log on to smartdatingacademy.com for more information.
I think that's a good way to come back from that long video. You know, we can get into it. So Derek, you can take it away and set us up, brother.
Yes, sir. So let me just let me get into it a little bit, right? I like to think people come into your life for a reason and a season, right? And we need to be very clear what the reason is and what the season is and what our intentions are in the reason and the season. But I think too often we expect to start situations one way with one particular intention in mind, and then we West Indies, we say get rich and switch. In other parts of the world, you say you get bait and switch, and that's what happens, right? You have to love the fact, right, Neil, I think that a relationship expert is suggesting to women, should even advocating for women to do the whole summer fling thing, right? The whole hot girl summer thing, right? I want to caution the ladies in the chat against this tonight. And I've heard people say before, Neil, that women should never give relationship advice, right? I've heard that comment before.
You got to give me the old bumper clock for that.
Right? I've heard that women should never give relationship advice. I don't want to believe that. I really don't. But the more I see, the more it makes me wonder, if there's some validity to this statement. Because, and here's the thing, right? Because I know probably some people may get ready to come for me in chat already for that particular statement. But let me say this, right? Dr. Gandhi, Bella Gandhi is her name. At the very end of everything, the whole video is about 5 minutes long, isn't it? At the end of that, coming on to the end, what did she say? She said, women do not do flings well. Women, because of the oxytocin, they are more inclined to catch feelings, right? And I'm certain, everybody in the chat has been in one of these, friends with benefit situations, and maybe even a summer fling. If you didn't call it a summer fling, but shoot, here in Barbados we got summer 365, so everything could be considered a summer fling.
Summer fling in December.
Yeah, summer fling in December. You know what I mean? And we all know that it starts one way, the intentions are one thing, and then when they usually end, it's usually a crash and burn situation. Everybody hurt, feelings hurt, break up and go all up. Well, not everybody. Some people are able to walk away unscathed. Other people, the other person is left in tatters, right? So I found it particularly interesting that at the very end, she says, this is not, essentially what she's saying is, this is not a good idea for women. But she still went through a whole long list, as to say, and she's giving you the impression that just talking about it is enough to resolve the situations, right? Ladies, let me caution you up front, right? I'm not saying men don't catch feelings. Men catch feelings. We ain't denying that. Having said that, a man is more likely to catch feelings and say to himself, you know what? The original deal was this. Let me stick to that, right? Again, haven't been in a situation like that where it was like, this is what it is. I agreed to the terms. When the feelings turned up, I had to say, you know what? This was not the original deal. Let me backtrack. Let me step away from this and treat it as what? With the original terms and conditions. Ladies, if you approach a situation and you say, hey, I sees you, I likes you, and I wants you, right? But I only wants you for the summer or for what? Shoot, we got summer 365, so in December I only want you for Christmas, get me through the holidays, going to visit some family and stuff like that. And then when New Year's turn, you could go your way, I go mine, right? If you go into a situation like that, and you say to the man, this is what I want, you come at me, again, fold me up like laundry, I cool with that, but you ain't sleeping here at the end of the night, go at you. This is all it is. A man will approach it as that. A man will approach it as that. That is the original deal. And guess what, ladies? Don't expect us to be so evolved that we are going to refuse sex with no strings.
I mean,
don't expect that. We already know men like sex. Shoot. And this is the deregulated market, sexual marketplace, right? Because brace yourself, Neil.
Me?
Trigger alert.
Okay, go ahead.
Because under the patriarchy,
Jesus,
right? They had to be married, and there had to be that kind of setup going on for you to get sex from a woman. These days is a little bit open. Sorry, it's way open. Men can have sex with who they like. That is the deregulated sexual marketplace. That is the marketplace in which we live right now today. So if that's what it is, it's open season. If women bring sex to men, they're going to take it. That's just a fact.
That's a fact of life.
So if you set up a situation, ladies, if you go into a situation saying, hey, I just want some sex, that's it, come and scratch an itch and go, a man will say, yep, that is what it is. Also, ladies, do not assume that you are this boss bitch and that you got this man under your control, I got the good, so when they call, he gotta come. And guess what? He can't get none unless I say he could get some. Guess what? Shout out Steve Walker. You are now a Rastafarian, because guess what? As much as you got he in a rotation, he got you in a rotation. So you will get some from you tonight. And if you don't call, today's Thursday, get something from you tonight. He know you ain't gonna call tomorrow. You get somebody else tomorrow. He know that he did Thursday and Sunday. He can come for Thursdays, Sundays. Blow your back and go. Ladies, here's the challenge. When you start talking about feelings, some of the questions people were asking about the summer fling. Can I post my summer fling on Instagram, on my social media? Hell no. Hell no. If you're thinking about posting your summer fling on IG,
that ain't a summer fling.
It ain't a summer fling. And because you haven't defined it as a relationship, now it is in the gray area between a summer fling and a relationship, a situationship.
An entanglement.
An entanglement, right? So we talk about dating with intention, right? We talk about dating with intention. And I think that needs to be something that ladies need to do, particularly in 2021. Date with intention.
Fling with intention too.
I ain't even suggesting ladies do the fling thing, because you're just setting up to end up on the carousel. And at the end of the day, what will you have to show for it? According to a Vincentian friend of mine, your belly beat up and what? You know what I mean? So for me, call me old-fashioned if you will. Ladies, I would not suggest the summer fling thing. If your intention is to find somebody long-term to be with you at 2:37 a.m., if that's your intention for somebody to be there with you at 2:37, somebody to be there with you for year's night, so that you end up at Hilton Beach again with a 3/4 empty bottle of wine.
All alone by her lonesome self.
If that is not your intention, if you want somebody to be sharing these special moments with you, please leave out the summer fling thing. Because Dr. Gandhi sounds very good encouraging this thing, right? And saying, oh, yeah, we can just talk about it. What if feelings get involved? And, if your situation changes and you want more, we can just talk about it. Ladies, I know these are very different times, and we got female empowerment and all that stuff. Please consider, as much as we are in the most liberated times we've ever lived in the history of man, there's certain evolutionary and biological things that happen with women women are not inclined to share men, irrespective of who that man is. So even if you know you got a man that is a billionaire, let me say Drake was here and one of you dating Drake, you got Drake, you want to believe that Drake is your man.
You also want to
Drake
believe in Santa Claus.
Drake gone back to Canada and left you here. You want to believe that, hey, Drake up there, and the only body he's studying is me. And the only time he can have some sex is when he come back to Barbados. And he can have sex with me. Ladies and gents, nah, that ain't happening. It ain't happening at all. In the immortal words of my Jamaican partner,
or that now go happen. That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
So you want to understand when you go into the summer fling thing, there's no strings attached. So as much as you're free to do with your parts, and I'm bigger, one of our, I don't even know what to call it, but a friend of the channel who said that women have agency over their parts. They never get a line. Right? And so remember, you have agency over your parts, and as such, you are free to do with them what you please.
But also to quote another friend of the podcast and a friend of ours personally, if you play
country games, they will win country prizes. So don't expect that you are going to have a man, or sorry, you will enter into an arrangement with a man, an entanglement with a man. And the situation is you could go and do who you like, when you like, and he can sit down and wait on you. That ain't gonna happen. So if you go out and you butt up on somebody, or you butt up on he with somebody, don't be vexed. You can't be upset. Thinking that, hey, this is my wood piece. What you doing here? So knocking about with somebody else. Nah. That's what it is. So immediately now feelings involved, the situation different. Right? So keep that in mind. And when you get hurt, ladies, let me be real. When ladies get hurt, that talking and that discussion thing, and let me sit down and talk about it like rational human beings or like mature adults, that don't necessarily come into play. That might be the intention, but very often, instead of sitting down and we hash it out and discuss it or whatever, ladies, you know the thing. You go into your bag of tricks.
Oh no.
And then we bring out the manipulation.
Oh no.
And we bring out the other tactics now because you were hurt and you want to inflict some hurt too. Right? If you think I talking junk, how many men in the chat? I've had a situation where you and the woman break up. Next thing you know, because she's trying to get you back into it, she plays sick. Or you hear she pregnant.
I want to laugh, man. You know why I laugh here, right?
Don't laugh at these things, though. Don't laugh at
I ain't laughing at these things. I laughing at the stories they come from. Because these are based on real stories that we've heard. Facts. These ain't we just throwing up things.
Oh yeah, I glad you brought that up, Neil. Ladies and gents in the chat, please remember, Neil and I do not come here to talk out of our ass. We come here, and when we speak to you, we give you real stories. We give you facts, statistics, we give you data. Okay? And I can tell you for a fact that when women get hurt, very often they dip into their bag of tricks. You hear about I sick, or I pregnant for you, or shoot, somebody dead. You hear situations where a man end up in before the law courts for stuff that they did not do. Why? Because the situation became untenable. Woman got hurt, and all this talk about talking, and then we talk it out. When people hurt, it doesn't go that smoothly.
Nope. Never ever.
So ladies and gents, the ladies in particular, the hot girl summer and all that there, that is only encouraging you to ride the carousel. Please stay away from it, because when a man sees you and he thinks she belongs to the streets, guess what? You immediately will fall into a particular bracket, and the man is going to say to himself, you know what? It's not gonna work with me.
My favorite. Shut up, Castle.
Yeah. And here comes Jennifer saying, at least women don't kill a man because she get hurt.
Yeah, don't do that. Wait. English is a funny thing.
Yeah, you don't read it properly, right?
Yeah, I was like, at least women. She's saying, I thought she was saying that tongue in cheek, but you're saying at least women don't kill men because she get hurt.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So,
ladies and gents, please stay away the summer fling thing, this hookup culture that we got going on, that we are importing from the US. It doesn't benefit anybody. Well, the men that come out of it, because they're the only people that benefit. They get some no strings attached sex and everything is good.
Get to pump and dump.
But you get the pump and dump, lash and dash, hit and quit, and we cool, right? But we saw, and we come back now, we tie it together, right, Neil? Because we saw from Tuesday and last week, in terms of the pictures, the series Sex Life, she had her hot girl summer, winter, autumn, and fall, and she definitely was on the carousel. And because of that situation, her ability now to relax, sit back, enjoy her current situation in her marriage has not been compromised, because her trip on the carousel has not left her in torment, because she's still longing for days past.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I know we said no strings. I had one situation, that started that way and ended that way. One, and it was no drama.
Boy, I've
had several that didn't end so well. You know what I mean?
I had one that ended that way only because anyway, I ain't talking that one. That was not ended because anyhow, so here's my thing, right? I agree with everything you said there. I agree that I actually don't think, or I don't, okay. I think that I'm not going to tell you not to get a summer fling, women or men. You know what I mean? I think before you get into a summer fling, before you look upon a person and say, I like saying, I want saying, you will get whatever I got for you, I would say this. You got to know yourself and know how you built and what you're built for. If you know that you're going to get and you're going to fling up with this person, and you catch feelings, or you know that they're going to be out with somebody else, and you see them and you feel a ways, probably it's not for you, right? A lot of people try to fool themselves into, oh, I don't want a man, or I don't want a woman, I don't want a long-term relationship or whatever. But when you get into that situationship and you realize this person like it's a body, and you start, it start very innocent, going out for dinners, confiding in, being vulnerable with, sleeping over, doing things for them, because you start speaking love languages now. You see, we gotta be very careful. A summer fling or a fling, it don't really get into the nitty-gritty, or you don't get into these sort of love language or that level of intimacy. But when you start to cross those lines and you realize the woman calling you, babe, my car broke down, man, want you? Come on.
You can't be on cheese on.
Yeah, cheese on thing is right. And the man said, all right, babe, I can come on. As you start with that, you going on the wrong path. listen, a summer fling is for one thing and one thing only. It is for the quick, immediate. It's like a fast food version of boy, Kevin. Shout out Kevin. Kevin says summer fling lead to winter stress. Jeez, oh, brain. That's a big line. But yes, he is very right. When you get into a summer fling, it is for that immediate connection. You have sex, you enjoy spending time together in parties, you probably go to the beach here and there. You spend pockets of time where the quick and dirty things, the quick things you would get in a long-term relationship, it gets like broken down and it gets glossed over, and you just focusing on the now. So you go, y'all meet up, y'all have sex, y'all go watch a movie, y'all share jokes. There's no negative in a summer fling, or rather, a summer fling should not have any negative. Then we need to talk. Then how you could forget this. Then what him. Then expectation other than fun. Right?
Yeah.
You are in it just for the fun. All of the good things you want in a relationship, that is what you want. But if you know that as much as you try to puff up your shoulders and puff up your chest and thing and say, yeah, man, I just come to hit it and quit it, or you come to text and loving and breathe and thing, and you do those things, and you end up realizing this man ain't call me back in 3 days. This woman, I see this man out with another woman. I see this. Right? So you get in situations, you gotta realize, man, that ain't for you. And I find it particularly funny, Dirk, you touched on it already, that daughter, she spoke on summer flings, particularly to women, and then at the end she was saying, don't do it, because it ain't really good for you. But yeah, like just if you can get us, I'm not telling people, we talk about agency over the parts, I ain't telling about what to do or what not to do. Just know that anytime you get in a summer fling and you start in any part of it, start to say, well, why this person ain't call me back? Well, why this person ain't posting me on social media? Why this person ain't going to this party and checking me? Why this person in a party and then hanging out with me? What, you know what I mean? Like, as you start to think them sort of things, before you go and attack the person and before you confront the person, study that this is the summer fling. And you know what? I would even go as far as to say, as much as summer fling should not have the serious thought, it should have one serious thought. And that serious thought should be, this is what this is, right? This here is a summer fling. Here are you ain't sleeping at me. We ain't going to dinner. Or whatever would lead to you feeling like there's a relationship and the expectations are born where you feel there's something more. This is what you should do. You should say, look, sweetheart, or babe, or whatever, here, try. This is a summer fling.
But even using it in terms of endearment.
Well, yes, well, there you go. It's true. You're so right.
Already you started to go down a different lane.
Yep.
This is why you are, as you say, you got agency over the body parts. I am saying very strongly, I would not suggest that these are relationships into which women enter, because it is, even by the very act of sex, you could take all the precautions in the world. I ain't being going up together, we ain't calling, we ain't texting like that.
Oh, you're gonna get hurt though.
Just because it's sex, you know what I mean? And it might be good sex. We all know, and the children in the chat, I don't think, we all know good sex is, get you hurt.
That good. The GOOD.
Yeah, and you start thinking, I wonder what she doing, or I wonder what he doing. At a time when it really ain't you time. Today you did. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden now you start thinking maybe this could be something else. And here's the challenge too with summer flings, right? There was a meme going around, Neil. Let me see if I can get it to you and get it on the screen quickly. There was a meme, and I saw it. Somebody sent it to me this evening as I was preparing to leave the gym. I can send it to you now. Just forgive the word A4, but we can get into the we can get into it a little bit. Just to give you the wording of it a little bit, right?
All right.
And it was on what color cream, right? You got it there?
Wait, hold on. I got it, but I just putting it on. No, give me a sec. All right. All right. I put it on screen. No.
Bella Gandhi, one of the nation's leading experts, also my best friend, here to talk about the do's and don'ts.
Simpsons.
Bella Gandhi.
Oh, hold on. Something weird just went wrong there. Let me go again. Yeah. All right. We all know.
Simpsons. My guy is in bed very upset, and it says she's a whore with everyone else, but wants to build a bond with you, right? I found that interesting, and I sent it to a friend of mine. A friend of mine sent it to me. I responded to it, and we had a little bit of a back and forth. And I sent her a video that was talking about something loosely related.
Mm-hmm.
And her response to that was like, people make mistakes. And that's the challenge, right? People make mistakes. When we come to these kind of things, we don't make mistakes, we make decisions. Right? We make decisions. And here's the challenge with the summer fling. It might start here in Barbados. As I said, we got summer 365. But let me say we can start summer when pop over start middle of June or whatever. We can end summer when the season done that first Monday in August, right? So you're meeting somebody at a fest and you're going to the party and whatever, you're hooking up in between there. Now you got alcohol involved a lot of times. You got the frenzy of parties and stuff like that. You go out. I don't want to say things happen, but situations, shoot, you may not always be prepared for it. You got some unprotected sex going on. Now you're exposing yourselves to STIs because this is a fling, so you don't know. You ain't actually do a background check. You don't know what there, you say, right? You never know. It might be that kind of. You never know. Truth is out there, right? You never know. So the STIs, and then this is the kicker. This is the kicker, ladies, especially only for you ladies. This is the kicker. That, let me say, unwanted pregnancy.
Oh,
I don't want to say unwanted. That's a funny term to use. But the unplanned pregnancy, that might be a better term.
Yeah, that's a better term.
Right?
Better term.
It's a better term. So you enter into a situation with a guy. This is a lash and dash, pump and dump, hit and quit. Cool. You say you don't want nothing with the man say he don't want that. This is where it is, we can fix up. Cool. And whoops, bam, pregnancy comes along.
Oh, shoot.
Right? Nobody told you can do because he don't want that to do with you besides sex. You don't want that to do with he besides sex. But no, you got a third person involved. Right? Can't tell me it's a mistake because you made a choice to have sex. Both of you. Both of you made a choice to have sex. How are you not going to handle it? I know you all are tethered for the next 18 years at least.
18 years.
Yeah. So it's one thing, as Kevin says, summer fling leads to winter stress, right? It is not in women's best interest, right? To approach. I know we talk about everything is positivity these days. So you got sexual positivity, body positivity. I get it. Everybody wants to be able to just live free and die hard.
Hey.
Shout out Bruce Willis, man. Everybody want to be able to do what they do what they want to.
Greatest action franchise in history.
Ever. Right? Life doesn't work like that. We don't want to hear that we gotta actually be adults and do some adulting, but we have to. There are, let me not use the word consequences because we hear consequences, they get the feelings a little.
No, Derek.
Right?
Derek, don't. No.
Let me go the other way.
All right.
We make decisions and you get credit for the decisions you make. So you make good decisions, you get good credit. You make bad decisions, you get bad credit.
I can tell you why I don't like that, because people like to absolve themselves of the credit. People don't like to take accountability.
No, people like credit when it's good credit. So if you do something,
but when it is not,
work. So fine, yeah, people good with that. I would again, I study for the test. I get A, I good with it. Yeah, I don't study for the test. I get F. Shoot, you paper it too hard. The teacher teach this. They give me things that we never study yet. I ain't had no pains. My paper ain't had no ink on it. We look for any excuse to escape the accountability. Right? So it is, Dr. Gandhi said at the beginning of the clip, summer fling, a short, brief period of wild enjoyment, or something like that was the the description she used. Right? To borrow from our former PM friend Del Stewart, you cannot, you can borrow a word from him, the jollification. We cannot be so caught up in the jollification that, look it up, Google it, is a word. Jollification. Maybe
I am seeing it. Arvid Just. I see he's from Germany. May you help me? My girlfriend is going to cheat on me. I don't know if this is a troll or if this is real. I know how to handle this, Derek. I can handle it as if it's real. Arvid, we can need some more context. Thank you for joining us. I hope you can understand what we're saying and we're not speaking too quickly. But yes, if you can give us some more context on why you think your girlfriend is going to cheat on you, or if she is cheating on you, you can give us a bit more.
We'll see if we can help you out in a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's completely threw me off. What was it saying there?
That hit me for 6 too. Anyhow, what I would say,
you can't escape consequences. You cannot ignore to borrow from Chisha Z. You can ignore reality, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Yeah. Arvid, I really hope if this is a real thing, Arvid, and you care to give us a little bit more information, we can see if we can dissect it for you and help you out a little bit. But welcome. So Neil.
Yeah. So in my opinion, right, I know you're speaking from a standpoint of women not getting into summer flings, but I would even go as far as say I don't think anybody should get into summer fling. I know things happen. I know people enjoy themselves. People feel enjoy themselves and everything. Shoot, if you're a man, you feel like it's summer, I get a while out and do all by myself. There's nothing wrong with that, man or woman. But as I say, if you know, I love it.
Clear for you.
Maybe my rich uncle from anyhow. But yeah, if you are going to have a summer fling, if you've said, you know what, I like this person, I want to do something, right? Shoot, you may not have the wherewithal. It may be a situation where you see the woman in effect and you just going on and going in, right? You got to answer yourself a few questions, right? Now, I know Derek is always said that. Derek says in this space all the time, is the juice worth the squeeze? Now, we know sex can be amazing. We know the possibilities of great sex, right? But is it really worth antagonizing yourself or being antagonized yourself by someone or because of someone? Because you gotta be emotionally responsible, right? You gotta look at it like this, right? That's why I say it's so important for you to know who you are and know who you are. And you got to continuously analyze yourself. I know we want it quick and painless. We don't want it to be easy and quick and dirty and whatever. But if after the first time when I have sex, you realize that was different. You understand? That one hit a little different. You understand? Shoot. Even in the situation, you may meet a woman or you may meet a man. Y'all meet the first time and the first night y'all hook up and have the goings on when they exchange numbers and plan to link up again. But you don't know how the person is. Suppose the person, y'all thing, and the person tell you, yeah, are you looking for something serious? Or they start doing things in a particular manner that seems like a girlfriend type of vibe, because there are some women that are nurturers regardless of situation. So you got men and women. I can talk to the men. Men, you gotta keep your head on, because at the end of the day, a woman's nature is to nurture. So if y'all just hitting and quitting, but she's still doing things like making sure you got something to eat and making sure.
And that's the real one there, Neil. They say that is the main one. When a woman invested, they say, you eat already? You eat today?
Boy.
When you hear that, fellas, it's over,
Done and gone. So that's why I say for the men, you gotta be careful, because you may say it as, oh, okay, I can take a free lunch, I can take some free Burger King, or I can take a free Maps. But what you are doing is essentially telling her you want to be taken care of. You want to be nurtured. When really all you want is to get the nut and keep it moving. So we gotta be very careful. We gotta be very careful with summer fling now. I know the summer fling is like sex is easy. We say it in this space all the time. Sex is simple. Sex is easy. It don't take much to have sex. It literally takes, all you need is between a man and woman, it could be saying as a look, a head nod, and just sex can happen. Sex is easy to attain. But what we have to do is we have to be discerning. I saw Victoria, shout out Victoria. She said earlier that you have to date with discerning. You have to date with discernment. And you have to be cognizant of what you are getting into. If you are planning to hit and quit, lash and dash, and all of these things, keep that person at arm's length. Yeah. Don't tell the person where you live. Don't tell the person you job. Don't tell the person your problems at work. Don't tell the person your problems at home. This person that you don't like. This bill that you gotta pay. How you feeling down. That is not what a summer fling is, Nope. That is not a summer fling. A summer fling is, look, you get into morning breakout later. Yeah, you got a morning breakout. We meet up my.
We can link there.
Yeah, we can link there. You link. You probably do a little thing in the car, or you go back, but she do a little thing, and you keep it. Or even if they do it at you, she she got push on, or you got to push on, because you cannot.
Try to shoot some pace outside.
Exactly, right. We gotta be very careful, because we all of us, men and women, we want committed relationships. We want that person that don't like 4 flat tires and to take care of us. And it is very easy to see the glimmers and the glimpses and everything of that coming through in a casual situation. And you realize, yeah, man, let me do this for he, or child, but that's nice what she do for me, or she make me a sandwich, or he buy me, he helped me with a bill here, or whatever. Like, we want that. But there are rules to a summer fling. Dr. Gandhi said it, right? She went on to talk about social media and things like that, right? But I will go a step further. Anything negative in life that person need to know about. Don't tell me about your problems, you need to know about mine. And my bills weren't paying, that's at me. Now I want to help
that's
you.
At me.
That's at me. Yeah. If I hungry, I hungry. The only thing you should be saying is like coming over, make sure everything wash and clean. You know what I'm saying? Etena, child, you eat? Nah. No. I stopping at shit that you want me to bring something for you? Nah. Shoot, I don't want to hear you ask me. I stopping to buy condoms. Nah. Prepared yourself. I mean, I tell him when I don't walk with condoms to be sure, but the only conversations y'all should be having is of a fun, frivolous nature. Again, we getting beach, man. I getting beach and thing. Shoot, I have enough of getting beach. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have enough.
Neil, in the summer fling, the intention is one thing. We hooking up for action. Then we going out together and we taking pictures and walking by the beach in the sunset. And all that's a different going down. You spoke just now, Neil, about protecting emotional health or something like that. Was the word? I can't remember the exact term.
Yeah, emotional responsibility.
Right. We spoke about this, but from another angle a couple of weeks ago, Neil, when I said to the guys, if you know that you are not prepared for that kind of life, where you got a woman home and you going out horning and all that, then sorry, let me not say horning because clearly we got some people who may not be, necessarily down with the dialect. So people going out there cheating on the partner and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got your woman, your girlfriend home, and you running all around with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend leaves you, you walking but dribbling. If you know that you are not able to take that kind of thing, stay away from it.
If you want exclusivity.
If you know that you are good with stability, stay in the stability. Don't mess up your stability running around trying to have some fun. Have fun with your girlfriend at home.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, man.
You got to protect your emotional well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But the same token, ladies, if you know that you really want stability and security from a man, do not look at it this way. Here's outline the situation. You go and you hook up, and that first night, you got this game-changing experience. The man hitting a spot that nobody before ever hit. And now all of a sudden you want to lock this down.
Mm-hmm.
Because this man hitting the spot. But guess what, ladies? You didn't vet this man because it's a summer fling. That was your intention. Yeah, your intention was lash dash. That was it. But no, this man hitting a certain spot that you never get hit yet. But what you know about the man? You know what he's do. If it's coming from me, you can't find out he's doer. He's a van man. And he ain't even working Wall Street rope or Silver Size rope. You working some obscure rope that don't hit a lot of traffic, so things tight.
It might be worse if you're working it. It might be worse if you're working it though.
You know what I mean?
Because he got enough phrase.
So check it. This is how these things happen, Neil. So no, you are linked to this man whom you have no intention of marrying, committing to, being with long term, but you already give up some of the guts. So no, because you might touch a spot, it's like it's like drugs. You want that high again. You want that high again, so you gonna do what you gotta do to get that high.
Mm-hmm.
And we know, fellas, we know you can put some ones in chat if you agree with me. When it good, the first thing the women tell you, yeah, you ain't go, let me feel this here so raw.
Mm-mm.
Let me hear this here, let me feel this here raw. We know this. I know you as a man, you gotta keep your head on and tell yourself, but look, I really want that life so I can keep it covered. But guess what? There are some men out there who do not have that temperance, who do not have that willpower. I find the time you see as a lady, I walk for you skin to skin. Man, so why you waiting for this here? Throw away the condom, raw is law. You know what I mean? I know you end up in a situation where you with this man that you don't want to be with. He touching spots that never get touched before.
Mm-hmm.
I know all of a sudden it's like, listen, the man they wanted, but be together. I know you gotta hope that way, yeah. And very often, we end up in situations where the woman end up pregnant with this man, and then don't they let you find out he's a goat.
Not the goat,
but
a goat.
So what you gonna do now? Because you got baby for a goat. You know what I mean? You can't be notch come by one. Shout out a friend of mine that won't call her name here tonight again. But she don't believe in Canada in notch count, that kind of way. Right? So what you gonna do now? You got a child for a goat, you're tethered to the goat for the next 18 years. You can't expect now for somebody to come along and we're gonna deal with you, your child, and the goat too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, ladies, please, I know you can hear old-fashioned, patriarchal, misogynistic, toxic masculinity, sexist.
Use all them things.
Chauvinist.
Use all them things. Use all these things.
Ladies, please, let out your summer flings. You can butt up on a goat.
Yeah.
And the goat, shoot, we talked about white ladies like Brett man. We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the strong points for those guys was the good sex. So ladies, please, I beg you.
Man, I will
Don't
go.
wait.
I will tell you, Derek boy, man, let me left it out here because as you rightly just said,
If you're looking for love, look for love.
Shoot, I know you
Don't
talk.
look for sex and call it love.
Oh, bumbleclot. Oh. So, Derek, you said earlier that you have had one situation that was a summer fling that ended well, right?
Uh-huh.
That ended, everybody went to ways, everybody was cool. I had one that went that way as well, right? So she started to catch feelings and she said, you know what? I think this is about time we end this. And it was like, cool. No hard feelings, right?
Uh-huh.
Out of all of the situations we've been in, all of the various flings that we've had, flings that we've flung and everything, that we still have to be cognizant that I don't think it is a good deal for a man or a woman, particularly women, but I think men as well. You inviting yourself a bit of straight. Cause a summer fling, you're not doing your due diligence. You ain't checking the background check. You ain't checking nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You literally. You ain't checking nothing. As far as you concerned, I like it and I want it. I just want to know if you're able to get full. That's all you're checking for me. So you gotta be understanding that if you're willing to roll the dice, you're ready to spin the wheel, you gotta know that on that wheel is stress. Shoot, that's probably 2/3 of the wheel. Stress. You know what I'm saying? So let us understand. We got to really listen and look to ourselves, and we got to understand. There's nothing wrong with taking what was the word? Taking things low risk things, or taking an educated risk, right? Where you say, all right, you know what? Barbados is small. We are fortunate. We can look and see and discern whether something is a good deal or a bad deal. We could kind of guess. But I would say long and short, if you are going to go into things, remember you go into things doing adult things. If you're going to do adult things, understand that adult consequences will come from them. Whether it be a bad breakup, whether the woman call you a dog because you got another woman by your side, or you calling the woman a SLUT that she belongs to the streets because she got another man. If y'all gonna start to get emotional, if you all get emotional, that is the game. You can't curse nobody. You can't get vexed with nobody. Shoot, I would venture to say if you have a summer fling and you going in raw is law for you. And you end up with STD, STI, or anything like that, you can curse the person and say, oh, what you ain't tell me? When they didn't talking that much though, as I tell you the rule is let me get it in while they getting good. We ain't talking about nothing. I don't want to hear about your childhood. I don't want to hear about your trauma. I don't want to hear the moment when you realize. I don't want to hear the time that you feel chemistry in third form. I don't want to hear how you didn't get the mortgage. I don't want to hear how your grand uncle dead. I want to hear one thing.
You're for a good time, not a long time.
You up? Cool. I passing through.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Straight.
That is what it is. See, we got some activity in the chat. Let me dive in a little bit. Arvid is saying, lucky she showed me who she really is. It would be even worse if I married her. Yes, Arvid, it would have been worse. Thank God that you got out, hopefully, or getting out. And if that's the case that you're getting out, run.
And not only that, brother, don't feel bad because you found out who she was. You're moving on. You're speaking as if you're speaking about her in the past tense. You're glad that she showed you what it is. You can feel it is. But use this opportunity, focus that pain into improving yourself. You know what I mean? Focus that energy in bettering yourself. And you're bettering yourself for yourself, not because you want to make she jealous or you want to make the next woman feel that you're worthy or whatever. You're doing it for you. So if she was cheating on you or she was going to cheat on you or she showed you she true colors, let she go alone. Trust me, brother. They got a lot more of them than we out here. So you good.
Yeah, you can't stop her from cheating either. So if she's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat. You can't, because that's we talk all the time about women knowing up front. Women know immediately into which box they place a man. So from the time they see you, they determine up front if you are in the friend zone or if you are in the I would give him some action zone. And depending on where she has you in her brain, that's how she sees you. And there's nothing that you can do that is going to make her change her mind. She has to come to that realization on her own.
Mm-hmm.
So as Neil said, improve yourself for yourself, Arvin. Make yourself better. You never know, she might come back around when she sees that you know, improving yourself. If she does come back around, I would suggest that you leave her exactly where she is, so don't take that back up, right? Steve says, heaven help you if you but a Rastafarian, for sure. Claire says, the first female friend I met as a working woman who was into flings and thing had my head so confused because it was very foreign to the life I was exposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am happy to hear that, Claire. It sounds like you had a very solid upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
And you stayed away from the carousel. So I'm happy to hear that, Claire.
Mm.
Steve says, Rod, the second thing you hear, the first thing you hear is I love you. And then that segues very nicely into Rianne's point, who says, I think people get confused by what love is too. It ain't rainbows and butterflies in your stomach. Yeah, people get confused. We get caught up with the whole sex thing and the sex feeling sweet and 2 walk-ups and a squeeze pooch and everybody feeling nice. But it is more than that. Relationships take more than that. I mean, I think I understand relationships are hard work, and if people don't want the hard work of a relationship, flings might be better for you. But
know what time it is. Know what time it is.
As you get older, I don't know if this has been your experience, Neil, but as you get older, you find, you want to be a little bit more settled. TC said it last week or week before.
For sure.
Sorry, on Tuesday or last week, where she said, at some point you need to settle your ass.
Yeah. I mean,
in one spot.
But as we got older, there, it's not even to say you want to be like, you want some stability, man. You don't want to keep playing these games of you go and see the woman you having a fling with kissing up another man. You don't want to be. Yeah. You don't want to have to be mitigating certain emotions and stressors, because Steve said it, you said it, Rianne said it, right? Like, first it's come the I love you, and then it's be raw. Or sometimes first it's come raw, and the raw is lead to I love you. The fact remains is that as soon as either raw or I love you come, that is pressure.
Problems.
You understand? So we gotta be very careful. As we get older, if we don't have a need for that. I got certain things I want to do at 20 that, shoot, if I remember when it was 20, right? The notion of having a threesome was so awesome to me. 2 women and me. Oh gosh, I thought that was nirvana, right? Because you watch a little illicit material, and you're thinking, you want to do the same things. And then,
right.
And then at this age now, if 2 women come to me and tell me, "Mala, we take you, yeah." Mala, I know, I lean in probably. No, but
not me.
Hold on. I'm saying that there are a lot more mitigating factors than they are today than they were then.
I agree.
Because back then,
never forget.
The contaminated environment. The tutus about that.
A contaminated, I can't forget say.
Contaminated.
A contaminated environment, right? So, I find what we need to be very careful of is understanding who we are, where we are, and what we both, right? And if you know you're gonna catch feelings, you go really, even if you have sex the first time, the first night, you wanna have the fun, you gotta look at yourself and say, all right, Neil, what play over the night in your head. And if you say, all right, see this here? If you find yourself thinking, man, I don't like that smell, yeah. I don't like the way that dress to fall in, but she like the way she do it. As you start to like things, you middle stump, looking shaky. Your leg stump
But I tell
vulnerable.
you, for the time, if you're studying anything outside of the physical interaction, you're already lost.
You gone.
And understand, people, that when you decide you're going into what we like to call in other sectors, we like to call the grease life. When you go into the grease life, you are going into something where you have to harden your heart, because because we are only 166 square miles. So if you are out with somebody's husband or you're out with somebody's wife, be prepared to run into the two of them, and be prepared to act as if you and that person are just two friends who know happen upon each other at the same event. So I ladies, you know you good at this. Ladies, you know you good at detecting when your man has been with somebody in a biblical way.
Mm-hmm.
So just from how the greeting is, that little hug up, and you realize that ain't a Christian hug. So they stick out and very close in the hips together. And as soon as that hug exchange, when that woman goes, you as a woman can turn and ask your man, who is she?
What she gonna do with it, man? Hmm?
Who is she?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you know the man that you were dealing with, you hit that already. Or she got something for you. These are the questions you will ask, right? So, ladies, if you are the person doing the horning and you see a man out with your wife, be prepared, no matter how many times you get this man the action, be prepared to get this man the Christian hug.
But this is my thing, Derek. This is my thing. This is why summer flings aren't for me, Well, there are two reasons why summer fling is for me, but one of them for sure is I too simple. But no, I'm a keep it simple, stupid kind of guy, right? I am a person that as I gotta start making up rules, as I gotta start, but shoot, if I got a lot of contingency plans, so if we get catch, me and this woman get catch out. If I get questioned by this woman, I got a fallback plan in my head. As I gotta start to create my own world. You know what I mean? I got contingency plan. You know what I mean? I gotta start coming up with lies on top of lies on top of lies, cover stories like Ice Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible. Like, it ain't worth it. It is not worth it. As a man, I like ease. So if I go out with a woman, right? I wanna know, like, alright, how was she? Now if a man step to me and say, brother man, this is my woman, I say, yo, you woman need to have a talk, cause thing. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, a thing. But that's the thing, Neil. When you in that kind of grease life, be prepared.
Be prepared.
That you see a man, the woman come up to you, because women will do this.
Yes, sir.
The woman brings her man, husband to you, and you gotta shake that man hand like if you and he cool. I mean, technically it should be cool, because you and the man ain't got nothing going on. The man don't know you. But understand that if you do not have the stomach for that kind of skullduggery, if you do not have the stomach for that,
left it out. I believe in karma here.
That cloak and dagger, clandestine kind of movement. If you don't have that kind of heart, it's not gonna work with me.
It ain't gonna work. That's my primary reason why I realized the grease life here for me, man. Cause my heart's off. I ain't gonna lie, you wanna know?
Not me.
No, I let it sleep.
Before these women start making me talk.
But hold on, I see Rian says the outside woman likes to give subtle hints to the male woman that, yep, I could be horny you. The hug in for the man. It's for the woman. So now, Rian, first two questions here for you. How you know that? How you know that?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And the second thing, if you playing these sort of games where I know I can understand the thought process of getting off on that. Like, yeah, we hiding in plain sight kind of vibe, right? Again, this man touches, looks, feels with his woman right there, and there's the excitement of that, right? But what is the long-term benefit of that? What other than an anecdote and looking at yourself in the mirror when you get home with your two breasts in the ear? Like, I don't understand what is the reasoning for it, right? I have done grease things. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have lived the grease life. I have been the horner man, right? And I ain't gonna lie to you, it does feel good for a time, but then at the end, see, but you know, you do things right, and then he's always say, you know, at the end of the day, right? I just want to sleep comfortable. You know what I mean? Like for me, I just want to go sleep and know, like, look, all right, cool. All right, you're doing a little dirt. You hear the man crying because he suspects the woman of cheating, and the woman telling you how the man suspect her of cheating on him, and she had to lie to the man and say no, and she is telling you all of this, and yeah, it might be funny for a minute, but then you'd be like, "Cha boy, I would hate that to be me." You know what I mean? Like, imagine my woman telling me, "No, babe, he's just a friend. I would never horn you. No, I would never do that." Meanwhile, I had a woman in the freshly baked pretzel with honey and lime the other night, right? But right. So I think that first things first, I would tell them to don't horn nobody, keep from wrong with people, man. I'm with me. But also too, you know, if you know that you can feel a type of ways when you see was I say? We gotta be responsible on our show, Derek.
Here's the thing, Neil. Here's the thing, right? I understand that, but in my life, right? I mean, and this podcast is encouraging me to be a better person.
Hey.
And in my life, you know, I've done some growing over the years, but as you said, Neil, there's a bit of a rush to it, and people get that rush, they feel that rush. I walked away from the grease life some years ago, but I can still get it. Right? I can still understand it. I can still process why people would do what they do. So I don't want to be the person to come here and say don't harm nobody, because sure, I've been there, done that, right?
You're right.
But what I will say,
yeah, you're right. I understand.
My makeup is a little different. All right, my makeup is a little different. Between the two of us, you know, I'm the more stoic one, and I've actually softened in recent time. Over the last, let me say, year and a half or so, I've become softer, and I really don't want to be. You know, I don't want to sit here as this bastion of righteousness and say, "Oh, no, harm nobody, horning is bad." I don't want to say that. But I would say it. Do not. I would suggest you don't do it, especially if you know, because they're 15-year-olds in here. If you know that you are soft, and when you woman done with you boy pays dribbling, don't do that. You crawling on the street, praying bar and all kind of thing.
Fat.
You know what I mean? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a rough situation to go through, right? Let me just tell you, in the chat a little bit. Jennifer says body language always gives you away. So you've got, which is why you have to be stoic. I don't know many stoic women. So you see the problem you got.
It's true.
Right? You see the problem you would have. There have been oh Lord.
What happened?
Here we go.
Oh dear.
There have been so many times, right? There's a friend of mine, she used to cut my hair for me, right? And I found that very often she'd be able to recount certain stories to me about me. Stories which I did not share with her.
Oh dear.
And she said to me eventually, you know, my youth hold it together, but the women is can't keep. You know what I mean? So pressure is made for shoulders, not hips. So not me. Eat what your mouth clean, as you old people would say, right? Me, nah, never happened. I good. But when feelings get involved, when emotions get in there, people get hurt, or people just want to, as Rian said it, they want to give subtle hints. So now all of a sudden, I drop in a crumb for you to pick up and run with because we may competing. You know what I mean? And then your business in the street. So that's why over the past couple of years I've kind of withdrawn from that life and left it where it was, you know. Clara says women's intuition. Randy, my boy there, but never says first mistake, know how to get past it, how you keep moving. Correct. Clara says don't even pass. Right? Jennifer, you can hide on byline, but you can't hide on working. You could, but depending on who you are. Claire, if he ain't left her for you, what are you going to achieve? Stress with enough S's and misery for all three. Yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of women like to do the one-up thing. But guess what? If a man is with his wife, she's wearing the ring. Or let's say they aren't even married, but it is one of the, we call it common law marriage, you live together long term, 5 years, whatever. If that man passes away today, everything goes to wife. She will be in charge of estate. You as outside chick, you probably have, that would have been bad. Let me not say that. But yeah, all you got is memories and your belly beat up. You know what I mean? So don't step to the man, woman like that. Don't be disrespectful. If you taking a little something on the side, keep it jiggy, keep it moving. As bad as it sounds, stay in your lane, know your role, right? Well, Mar says Neil met the man cry.
Boy.
Jimmy says horn takes two people, so there's blame to be shared between parties. Yes, men do not harm by themselves. We said that before. So women harm just as much as men. Believe it. Be like a spy in hostile territory. Correct. Vader, shout out Vader in the crank, man. Vader in the crank. All Vader can say is sheesh. But yeah, that is the situation in which we operate. The summer fling thing is not necessarily the best idea.
Ain't worth it, man. Ain't worth it.
It just kind of devolves into something else.
Summer fling, summer fling is like fast food. It is like
T20 per game.
Yeah, the 100. Well, no, T20 actually kind of worse. Well,
T20 is even longer than the 100.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I mean, let me understand what it is, right? It is, as we like to say, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Take it for what it is, but don't get your feelings at any part of it. As you start to get in your feelings, or you start to feel anything other than physical sensation of it, got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving, because as you start to worry, as you start to think about she hands soft, she smell good, he just smile pretty at me, he real attentive, as you start to study them things, as you.
How do you mention that, right, Neil? You mentioned it earlier. Man, if you're going into this thing, you can't be licorice.
Oh.
You have to be as my man Choco say all the time. Big up Choco, man. Choco say, no man is a what? Island. No man is an island. Right? But when you go into this life, you have to be as isolated as possible.
You gotta be a nomad.
As independent as possible.
Mercenary.
Yeah, that's the right word.
You gotta be mercenary.
You have to be as Icelandic as possible.
Icelandic.
Yeah, you have to be an island, because you can't be out there 1 degree thing, and you know that you and this woman is just a lash and dash, but she offer you a little macaroni pie, you hungry, so you bung and gone.
Or she bringing food for you. She cooking and bringing food for you. Man.
Yeah.
Man.
If you see a woman turn up with food and it's just
A
a lash
home-
and dash,
and it's
that is a trap.
If you got a home cooked meal, yo, are you
That
lashing
do
or
with love,
dashing?
guys. You know, lash and dash it down, that do with love.
Either do it love or arsenic. You got to choose. Because that either make me love or arsenic. You got to decide you both. I just
You
say.
know, after that, it is.
Every time. This is kill me. My
I love the basses in that one. The basses, there was a real rum shop bass, man.
But what got me is
Because
that
Michelle in the crime. Michelle says she's learning some new vocabulary for the Senate.
we play Abide with me. Or please abide with me, I guess that's what I'm saying. But yeah, if the woman, no, not that one. But if a woman turn up, I want a housemaid, want a lashing and dashing, no, in that series is a summer fling, and woman talk about how I cook a pot and I bring a plate for you.
No, you gone.
Cause you in a bunny, you can't tell that woman no. Cause you turn out she cooking, you slap shit your face and the summer fling done. Or you take the food, she take one in a relationship and the summer fling done. Or she looking to poison you and kill you. In that case, the summer fling done. So
done.
Yeah. So you gotta be careful. And women too, you know, if the man start asking you where you going or where you was today, man start asking you how was your day, the man buy you flowers or anything like that. Trust and believe your summer fling done too, you know. Don't get tired. Hey, mommy. Listen. yeah, that's the truth. Don't let me as you start feeling. I telling you, a summer fling, a lash and dash. It is You busy tonight? Nah, I coming through. Got on next skin to nothing, and let me get at it.
As my man, in the immortal words of Stiffy, meet me at the front door in the towel.
Exactly. And you know, at the end of it, we ain't cuddling, we ain't watching Netflix, we ain't
don't bring it too fresh on man.
Yeah, we ain't talking about the day. How was your day? The food ain't bringing nothing. We lashing and dashing. We are lashing.
You see, the chicken bar.
Shout out Steve Wu. But the thing is, there's another thing too, right? I know we make a lot of jokes. We got sayings, we got lash and dash, hit and quit. We got all of these idioms, right? Where, you know, they sound funny and they sound cute, but they're said for a reason. If you, because women lash and dash too, you know, don't forget that. Women lash and dash too. So women, if you lashing and dashing, they're in a caught up time. I know, and this is why Derek says you gotta be mercenary, right? Where you go hard in your heart, because you can't say this gonna look bad if I just turn up and they just say that I want some loving and I don't bring food. I stop in at Chafet, let me buy a roadie for she. As you get through all of that there, brother man, you heart ain't in it like that. You understand? You heart ain't in it. So you gotta make it in your mind what it is. Right? You eating first, wiping your mouth, and then you get in your car and drive into that woman's house here.
Which is why I said you have to be an Islam. You cannot be licorice. You cannot be licorice. And by licorice, I mean you can't be saying to yourself, I can go and I can get this from this woman, or I can get that from this woman. Right? Because by the time this woman is, as Neil saying, nurturing you, there's some kind of ownership that going into it. Because as far as she's saying, I am invested, I am nurturing you, I'm feeding you. What do you think she feeding you to do? Don't put those on work.
Yeah. Yep.
She ain't feeding you to God somebody else.
She feeding you for she. She feeding you for
Fatten it with Hansel and Gretel. The rich fatten out the children first. That's what it is.
That is exactly
Put in
that.
work.
Yep. And she is
So
making
you to put in work.
and she feeding you for her. She ain't feeding you
For the
because she's
kill.
a
For the kill.
and let's be honest, right? She ain't feeding you because I mean, yes, she's a nice person, though. Let's get it twisted. But she ain't feeding you like, oh, I feeding this man because he was hungry. No. No. Because anytime a woman cook for you, right? And you go by another woman having sex with another woman, brother man. Let's be honest.
You're looking for the arsenic.
Because watch it, man. If we went and buy flowers for a woman, if we went and cry with a woman, if we went and do all sorts of things with a woman and she go with another man, we get upset. So you know what? Let us be real.
Bring it back to resources a little bit more for men, because you know that's how we show or commitment or fidelity or commitment is the word.
Right.
So you imagine you go on and you got a woman and you lending this woman your car, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, you buy a little small car for this woman to claim, but she's driving that game by mine. But you ready to kill and cure?
Cleanse the planet.
Yeah, you ready to kill and cure. So I always say, I used to say it. I still say it from time to time. When you go into this kind of life, you have to be as independent as possible. You have to have your own car, one place to rest your head,
emotional stability,
food, and that, oddly enough, above everything else, you have to be as, for want of a better word, cold-blooded. You have to be as cold-blooded as it gets. Because if this woman tells you to kick rocks, you're going to be able to kick rocks and not care. And that is the part that kind of messes the show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ria says, I think in your late teens, early 20s, you can get away with that as you are having fun, developing, learning who you are, etc. You get a pass. Not really believe about that. But it gets old. I know some men who I won't call names, they old and still think they can play the field. They probably can, depending on who they are. Meanwhile, the women here don't want you anymore because you community D. Community D and got to get a foreigner. For women, it only makes things worse for us because we engage in it now, but want something different later. I think we need to encourage normal relations. White Collar Crime put up this thing today that the average sexual partners for a man was 7 and a woman is 4. I had to research that and it's true, but definitely doesn't apply to the Caribbean. I
saw that today, Rihanna, and the man see it, and he was like, the average who? That didn't factor in the black community or even the Caribbean community, because
Let's see that down. Let's see that down. Claire says, from the beginning, we need to encourage a serious approach to partnering and explain how and why. Claire says, and I don't even mean marriage, I mean mutual respect, safe sex, communication, and conversation. Flings are dangerous and can derail the rest of your life. I'm going to repeat that. Flings are dangerous and can derail the rest of your life.
Hallelujah. Like, yo, I know I was so, like, you just get into this fling. You say, like, said, I want to say, you was good. You say, I can get this man piece. You get him man piece. Then all of a sudden, the man calling you back. The man messaging you. I actually can think of a situation right now off the top of my head where the woman said, I saw this man, I like this man, I decided to get this man some. But then the man get peace. She thought that was the end of that. The man start messaging her and say, you know, that was nice. We'll like some more. We'll let you thank God like he's saying for me and this and that next. And that, wow. You know what I mean? You start.
That escalated quickly.
Right. And you start get confused. Because you like to hear them sort of things.
This last part that Claire is saying, flings are dangerous and can derail the rest of your life. That's why I want to go back to Rianne's point where she says, I think in your late teens, early 20s, you can get away with that as you're having fun and developing, learning who you are. I think you can do that without riding the carousel, right? I think it's important that women, young girls and women, figure out how to develop, have fun, learn who they are, all those things without having to raid the carousel. Because then you get a reputation. She belongs to the streets. And we all know the double standard is community D is community D, as you put it. But that guy can still, if he has enough money, resources, network, he is still able to get a girl who is not from the streets if he wants it.
Brother man,
right?
well, you talking pretty. Hold on a minute. Let me get to you.
Women, not so much.
There is a man locally that he has a community D. Everybody know who this man is. Everybody know very intimately about the same community D, right? To this day, this man know a lot for women here. And this man, this has been 20-something years that this has been going on, that the man is known to the streets. And the man, no one has ever said, man, not he, man, anybody but he. Women does actually be like, yeah, he. Yeah.
Because, and again, here's the funny thing about men and women, right? A man will look at a woman with, we all don't like the words, but the word body count. A man will look at a woman with a high body count and say, you know what? She belongs to the streets. I ain't dealing. A woman will look at a man with a high body count and say, you know what? There got to be a reason that all of these women keep going to this guy. He may be good at what he does. He may have, he may be tricking, we call it tricking. He may be good. He may have resources that they can benefit from. He may got money, point blank.
Or they may feel they may feel that them is the one to train them, to tame them, not tame.
To tame him. That's another thing too. Jordan Peterson talks about that in terms of when you research the things women used to look for, the Google searches in terms of pornography. Women look for things like werewolves, brain surgeons, pirates, and there was another one. I can't remember. Those are the top 4 searches.
CEOs?
Something like that. But I think it's a case of women trying to tame those particular men and the animalistic side with the werewolf, etc. So, and the pirate, we trying to be the woman to control that, to lock that down. Pre-selection. So men like that are pre-selected. I had so many women. I had all these women for a reason. The God liked me for a reason. Those men are so that way you see some, as you say, some men are known to the streets. And as you say, they do a lot for women.
Men got the worst reputation. Worst reputation.
Because they're pre-selected. All the women want them, they do have to want them for a reason, and that women will gravitate to those men.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Pre-selection. So that's why I think we need to clear set it, normalize, encourage partnering. Yeah. Right. This is the part here. Mutual respect, safe sex communication, and conversation. Those are the real things that underpin good relationships and underpin what will foster good relations going forward. For some reason, we think that knocking boat, for want of a better term, or raiding the carousel, as we say here now,
from pillar to post,
is the way to learn about yourself. I heard another podcast to say there's nothing you're going to learn with mind A that's going to help you with mind B. Yeah? So to break that down even further like a fraction, there's nothing you're going to learn about me that you're going to get from Neil. Or there's nothing there's nothing you're going to learn from dating Neil that's going to help you in a relationship with me, and vice versa. So if you're talking to both me and Neil, and you get the vibe that, but yeah, Neil just here to for you like laundry and beat at your belly and go down, and I seem to be a bit more serious, it makes no sense going and dating Neil than to come to me. Because if you go to date with Neil and I somehow find out we are only 166 square miles, even the devil got a friend, as my mother would tell you. So when you go and Neil, beat up you back or whatever, and you come back to me now with these sloppy seconds,
oh dear,
and you'll be like, man, it's nice, but nope. You know, so there's nothing that you can learn about me by dating Neil. There's nothing you're gonna learn that's gonna help you in a relationship with me. You gotta date me. So that's the point there. I think that's what Claire is kind of trying to get to. Flings are dangerous and very awful. And here's the thing, ladies: men can walk away and say it never happened. You probably could end up with a child. You can't hide that.
Facts on facts on facts.
Yeah, mama's babies, papa's maybes. So unless you're prepared to go and pay to confirm, this man can walk away and say, "No, it wasn't me."
Toward I need a DNA test.
Yeah, you may not even say that. You may say, "It ain't me," and he done with that. Flings are dangerous and can derail the rest of your life.
You know, it's something else we forgot to talk about, Derek. I don't think we mentioned it as yet, but peer bonding, right? Because there's also that. There's also there is a school of thought that every time you have sex with someone, man or woman, you bond on a, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, metaphysical, whatever level, right? You bond with the person. And every time you, quote unquote, share yourself with someone, you are giving a piece of someone, or you're intertwining, whether it be once or 100 times. Now, me, I kind of understand that. I can see it that way. And I don't necessarily like the summer fling thing, because for me, the more you have sex with someone, how I see it for men and women, the more you have sex with someone, the more you breed familiarity, the more you get into a routine. We function best within routines as human beings. And you build a camaraderie with this person, right? And you breed the soul ties, as Omar is saying, and you breed the opportunity for missing, for feeling, for emotion. So like one night stands, I could kind of understand that. You beat it, you take the loving, and you breathe, and you're gone, right? But if you keep going back, like, yeah, I coming through, yeah, I coming through, yeah, I coming through, yeah, I coming through. At some point, there is going to be a familiarity there, unless you real good. You got one of two spies in the night, and one that could deal with that emotional thing real good. But if it's both one and you realize, man, look, I coming over every Thursday, coming over here, cheese on bread, and they getting home 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. On Friday morning, I can't get up for work. I could as well sleep here. So then you broach the conversation, man, look, instead of me getting home, let me sleep here. And you as the mom might say, well, she got a point, man, causing ain't like she's a stranger, no, she familiar. And then she's sleeping over. You find a panty come over with she, a towel come over with she, a toothbrush come over with she, a change of clothes. And then all of us
bike.
And then exactly. And then you still in your mind saying, well, there's a lash and dash. There's a lash and dash. So you going out there as the man or as the woman entertaining other people. But then when you see the man or the woman that you dealing with somebody else, you right here to as there is say kill and cure. Right? So we gotta be very, very, very discerning and take stock of how we go about these things. Pair bonding is a very serious thing. You shouldn't take it lightly, especially if you go in there raw. If you allow a man or you are allowed to enter a woman raw, unprotected, for those of you who don't understand what we mean by raw, if you have unprotected sex, you are bonding yourself. And the more and more you have unprotected sex with someone, the more and more you become attached.
Yeah.
So
Rihanna, sorry, go ahead.
No, you done. I finished. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rihanna was saying, I say and learn about yourself, because you have to remember some girls come from broken homes, or the father harms the mother, or there is no father. She has no good example, so she has to learn on her own. So we can't condemn females when they have many partners. I say this because I have girlfriends who never had that example. I had to learn through experience. All right. I see your point.
I see the point.
But
go ahead.
I want to say, or I want to ask, how does sleeping around fix the issues with the father, or gets those girls to learn about themselves?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All they're going to learn is or find out is what they like sexually. it's still not going to teach them how to interact with a man, how to have a relationship with a man.
And perpetuate the trauma.
Yeah, and then this is how we end up with situations where women saying all men are dogs, because it's like I trying to Frankenstein a man. This dick size from this man, stroke from this man, oral from this man. And hopefully we can put it all together and find this particular guy. So these things need to be healed through professional help. Nia talks about therapy all the time. Yeah, we big proponents of that here. Therapy helps. Riding the carousel doesn't. It leads to, as Nia said, it perpetuates the trauma, because now you're just repeating the cycle.
Yep. And to add to that too, right? Because men are slightly different, because men, the same situations happen with men too, where they have they come from broken homes, they learn from older men, bad behaviors and stuff like that. But here's the difference: we don't try to find the sign of woman. We're trying to find the perfect situation where we can have sex with a woman and not getting stressed. And I don't mean that to sound, I didn't mean to make it sound like I was insulting any group of people or whatever. But if you're dealing with human beings, there will be stress. Let's put it out there, right? So you as a man know, you saying, well, shoot, I have sex with this woman, I have sex with this other woman, I got a carousel, I got a roster, I'm a Rastafarian, right? But what are you really hiding from? What are you hiding from? You know what I mean? And you got kind of, because I see having a roster being, you can't sustain that into past 40, 50, 60. You can't go a roster, because your roster can grow up too. Your roster can want children, your roster can want to get married, your roster can find somebody and discontinue it, and God keep replenishing your roster. And at some point, people can be like, look, who's this old man trying to get the young girls into stable? You understand what I mean? So I think that there is I do believe that everybody should seek therapy. I think that whether you drive in the carousel, creating the carousel, or riding the carousel, that ain't you got something going on. If you willing to be on someone's roster, or you willing to create a roster, you gotta look within yourself and see what really going on. Because if you keep having sex with someone and pair bonding, you barely can get pulled out at some point.
Or you can get connected to somebody to whom you don't wish to be connected.
Oh yes, facts.
Showed up belly and sex like. Clear says, unless these home situations are unhappy and the child strives not to make the same mistakes in their lives, we need to discontinue some of these generational curses. Rihanna says no, but they can only mimic what they're exposed to. It takes a man saying you don't belong to the streets. Let me interact with her on another level. Most women won't go to therapy. They see a correction at that stage, because at that time they may not think they have an issue. Don't just have sex with the woman.
No, Rihanna, I disagree. You putting out on me that nobody is responsible for your trauma. No.
I was just gonna say, if you're grown enough to be on the carousel, you're grown enough to recognize, you know what, maybe I should not be on all of these horses on this carousel.
Exactly.
Let me go and get some professional help for it. But here's the thing, right? You say most women won't go to therapy at that stage, because at that time they may not think they have an issue, and that is the problem. The accountability, the ability to say, you know what, this is on me. Let me stop and get myself sorted. Women every day, right? Every day. I see women every day because I love social media, right? It's not really a real place for me, but I know it can be very informative.
The word is entertaining.
Places, right?
Entertaining is the word.
Informative at times too. I can say two things, right? Two screenshots that were sent to me. I had to crop them because I found them. You don't want to, put anybody on Front Street.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find them.
But yeah, Rian, as Derek looks for those things, I would just say that, Derek said it earlier, right? If you as a woman offer a man sex, 9 out of 10 times, he's going to take it, right? Therefore, to say that don't just have sex with women, you human nature is human nature. You have to be discerning within yourself. Yes, you can only mimic what you're exposed to, and she needs a man to tell her that she don't belong to the streets. But you may always be looking for that man, and that man might never come. You might always be leading with your legs first, leading with your loving first, to get this man and saying they want this man to see value in me, and the man may never see value in you. So that is not for a man to do. That's for nobody else to do but you. And if you're not ready to see it, then you're not ready to see it. But to say that a man must be delicate with a woman, and it's the same thing with a man. Because if a man, comes and he's having sex with multiple women, he has a roster, he can, but the player's just sharing his seed anywhere he wants to. You could say
say that he saw that.
He saw that, and that's what he grew up on. And you can't just have unprotected sex with him, or you can't just take him on or whatever because he has a problem. No. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your healing. You are responsible for your healing. You're doing adult things. One of the adult things you have to do is be responsible for your emotional health and well-being. All right, let me see these things here that you got there.
Yeah. So, and this is why I say, social media is what it is. It's very entertaining, as you say, Neil. I put it informative. Now, the first one I sent you, Neil. These are 2 screenshots, right?
Wait, hold on. Don't forget you got another screenshot somewhere about there lurking.
Boy.
Is not a screenshot, a meme or something like that. But anyhow.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Right, but I can put
show that one again. So this first one with yup on it.
All right, wait, hold on. Let me pull that up here. Give me 1 second.
As a matter of fact, Neil, can you put them on screen at the same time?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Next one, other.
All right, well,
that'd be great, right? The accountability. That's what we're talking about. The accountability. No, I know that it's been said that accountability is kryptonite for women.
Oh dear.
All
right, you want me to?
Yeah, man, put them up. Put them
up.
Now, these are 2 screenshots by the same person. Somebody sent these to me. I had a good laugh at it. They're from the same person.
Hilarious.
And they were literally in 2 consecutive slides.
Back to back.
So back to back. So the first one says, "You ever get a text in yellow? Bruh, leave me alone." And then the next one says, "This is me waiting for someone to come into my life, treat me right, and show me what I've been missing." Suppose the guy that you're waiting for in the second picture is the guy in the first picture.
I only saw the first picture.
What then? You know what I mean? No. Yeah, we can move there. So, at some point, personal responsibility needs to come into play.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be doing grown-up things and expecting not to have to face the music when it is time to give an account.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As my man Mark says all the time, you play country games, you win country prizes, right? So
come first in country Olympics.
Yeah, we have to take accountability, right? Men do not have that excuse to say, "Well, I see my father had enough women, so I got enough women too." It is not viewed. We don't get that safety net of being able to say that.
Yep.
So by the same token, if you are grown enough to go there, jump on the CC and have some rights, you have to say, "You know what? This is me. This is my bad." And
on it.
If you're grown enough to say, "Well, this is the experiences that have shaped me into who I am," you can now say, "Well, look, those were the experiences through which I came up. I am older and wiser. Now I am going to seek some help to move me from the position where I am right now."
Mm-hmm.
Because where I am right now is not getting me, or what I'm doing right now is not helping me to achieve things I want to achieve.
Right.
You can't just say, "Well, yeah, this is how I was raised." You know what I mean?
And I want somebody to treat me nice and treat me kind.
Yeah.
The world don't owe you a damn thing. I learned that the hard way.
A damn thing.
World don't owe you
You
a
know what I
thing.
mean? So let's stop hiding behind, all these different distractions and deflections. If sure, sometimes you gotta say, you know what? That's on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's on me. All up my hand say that's my bad. And then you work towards improving that. You know what I mean? You put steps in. It is going to require work. I had a conversation with Ryan today in the gym. Very, very brief in passing. And he said, some people don't seem to understand that they have to work. They want the results because they come to the gym. But the gym is part of it. The other part is the eating part, the diet part. The muscles come in the kitchen. So people they think they come and they spend half hour in the treadmill. When they get off the treadmill, you should see 8 abs. It really don't work like that.
Or 20 pounds come off.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's a commitment to that part, and then you have a commitment to the diet part, the eating part. You know what I mean? You can't say that you want you want a long-lasting, committed relationship. So you are going out there to learn about yourself and learn what you like and stuff like that, and put in the work on picking up sexual skills. But then, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty now of a relationship, how to communicate with and treat a man, for example, you have put in no work in that regard. And now, you expect that when you talk to a man, he's supposed to see you for all the good that you provide, as people say nowadays, bring to the table. Nah. You want to bring in sex.
I don't lead. If you lead with sex,
that's what it's going to be.
And you bring that as a skill, a relationship skill, as your primary relationship skill, guess what?
It's going to be sex.
It's going to be sex. I mean?
So
that's why you got to do things with intention. Derek talked about dating with intention. That's why you have to date with intention. What does that mean? That means you have to be multidimensional, men and women. You can't just provide good wood. You can't just provide good sex. You have to bring you got to bring a lot to the table, and not just
best of you.
You got to bring the best of you. You have to bring the best of you. Be polite, be friendly, listen, share, shoot. That's where the things like you eat today, you could allow that into your space, or as a woman, you could say that. A man saying, how you feeling today, you come and get a hug or something like that. That's if you're not willing to do that, and provide that, and you can only provide good sex, that you oral game take top. You go, don't let me tell secrets. I was gonna tell them I was gonna tell us one of our code names. But anyhow, you cannot be providing sexual things and thinking like, well, I don't know what this man doing. Marry me off. The love ain't good. But there's nothing else that the man can see that's tangible that you bring it to the table for a relationship. Man ain't know, if he come home from a hard day's work and ready to kick on the table, if you can soothe his inner beast and ask if the son said, brother, the sun getting low, the man ain't can calm your inner health. So we got to be kind of, I've seen it so many times where women lead with sex, men lead with the wallet. I've seen it so many times that you're based wholly and solely on what you bring to the table. What is your skill? My skill is paying with my debit card. What is your skill? My skill is getting on my all fours and taking it and breathing. Right? The WAP. Right? If that is what you bring in, that's what you'll be seen as. I mean, if you bring the WAP and you bring a caring, nurturing side, and you bring a little humor, you bring this, you bring that, and you be your genuine self, and you show more of your genuine self, then that's all fine and good. The market then say, okay, I'm seeing a resume being built here that I can deal with. But if you, for some reason, can only show the WAP, and you can tap into your nurturing side to show and allow somebody to be vulnerable with and all that, then you need to seek help. That's a good way to find out if you need help. Man, if the quickest thing you could do is offer some wood or
Put your hand in your pocket.
right, get your hand in your pocket or offer some wood. And when the woman asks if you eat, sorry, if everything all right, hun, you don't want answer. If the woman having a hard day crying, you don't want tell she, or you start home tonight, boy. You know what I mean? If the woman got a headache, you don't want carry to Advil for she, you telling she, or you stop with this, boy. If you don't want to open yourself up on a certain level, I ain't saying that you give her nerdy farm, but if you don't want to open up yourself, then maybe you gotta look at some of the things that are going on inside of you. That's and even if that is if you want summer fling or if you want long term relationship, because you have to master yourself, right? Like I listen to the art of war, right? Everybody know that famous book by Sun Tzu. I listen to that book audiobook, and you know, you gotta master yourself. It speaks about that, mastering yourself. And mastering yourself for some people is very easy, for others it's very hard because they have never attempted to master themselves. So if you don't master yourself, if you constantly seeing things come to you, and you say, all right, well, this woman come here, let me pull up my wallet. Or a woman come out here, let me treat, she stink and just get sex. Right? And you realize, this woman nice, you know, but I just can't open up myself to her. Or this man nice, you know, but all it could offer is the sex. You gotta look within. You gotta heal. That's the only way I could tell you.
Yeah, man. We approaching the 10 o'clock hour.
Don't forget, I still got this other meme here. This other.
Yeah, man. Drop it there on screen.
All right, we there.
I was getting ready to address something, but let's see it's gone.
What you was gonna address?
The comment in chat, but it's gone.
Oh dear. Who? I want your feel like thing.
Nah, okay. This was sent to me this morning. It says, honestly, the best piece of advice I can give to younger girls trying to figure life out is to completely ignore men. I'm not being quirky or cute when I say that. I mean it seriously. Ignore men's judgments of you. Ignore their insincere compliments. Ignore their half-assed romance. Focus on developing yourself. Practice your art. Play your sport. Do theater. Volunteer. Spend time with your friends, but do not put substantial effort into pleasing men. They'll be there for you to pursue when the time comes and if you want to, but nothing will waste your youth more than fighting for male acceptance. Remember I said I top the show that I don't think women should give I've heard that women shouldn't give relationship advice. And I'm starting to believe it more and more. Yeah. Having said that, it is awesome advice for males, right? Because that is all about pursuing your purpose and all that. I think that's fantastic advice for men. There are a lot of women who've tried that, and then by the time they got around to picking a man, as the advice suggests, by the time they got around to that, they were getting the leftovers essentially, and not getting the persons they wanted. Right? So you can try it if you think it works for you, but I don't think it does. Rian says, if we as a race want things to change, both genders have to accept accountability. Even when the woman is offering up, you can say no. Yes, the woman has to accept accountability, but if we really want change, both genders have to step up and go above and beyond. Yeah. That's a whole other discussion. I'll be at 10 o'clock. I don't really want to delve into that too much. This particular.
Yeah, I mean, all I could say is, even when a woman is offered, you can't say no. You know, yeah, there's a lot. Like you see, and again. This is one of these. This is one of those situations where women obviously see it from their perspective, and men, we see it from a different perspective as well. Yes, men can say no, but also women cannot offer.
But you're asking men to not be men.
That's like saying an ATM malfunctioning and spewing out $100 bills. You're asking the
and
people.
And I suppose it doesn't walk past and leave it. This is the sexual marketplace that women wanted. Right? This is the sexual marketplace women want it.
Because
so where does the woman accept accountability?
Because watch, right?
You know what I mean?
Because watch, Rian, when a man says no, yeah, we're wrong with you. You shoot in Barbados here. When you tell a woman no, a woman that is up and tell you straight, I got loving for you. Are you dipsy doodle and you say no and this and that? Next you gay? You were small? You got a woman? What's wrong with you? Something wrong with you? So, you know, yeah, we can't discuss all that here now. That is a very interesting point. But we gotta keep it pushing.
Yeah. We at the end of the show, guys. The Senate Podcast here on Facebook and YouTube. The Senate Podcast 246 on IG. SenateInSession@gmail.com. You can send all your suggestions, questions, anything like that to those different addresses. We will get to them as soon as we can. Continue to send your stuff in via WhatsApp and stuff like that. We don't make the rules. We just make sure you know what they are and be the best version of you for you. I am hungry. It is food time. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace and love, everybody. Have a safe one.
We will go so far, baby. I hope it lasts forever, baby.